kick it with a player that gon' hold down. Pockets too big, I'm like, what now? Shawty say she drunk from the first round. I'ma buy another shot, I'ma buy another shot. I ain't got a time or a bust down. You can say I'm living.
What up? What up? This is the Real Life Lab Talk Podcast, episode 8. My name's Big Mike Lab Life. I got my special guest in the building, and he goes by the name of
BossinDaily, Bossin Daily.
BossinDaily. So, who is BossinDaily?
BossinDaily is the motherfucker. That's first off. That's who he is. He's the daily boss, and he goes out there, he gets it, he works hard, he gets a lot of hate, he gets a lot of resentment his whole fucking life, but he just keeps going, man. Got a chip on his shoulder.
Yep.
And actually, where that name came from, it's one of my gamer tags because I used to game pretty fucking hardcore with my little brother. That was like one of my last gamer tags was Boston Daily. So when I started fucking rapping, I was like, man, what am I gonna call myself? I was like, oh, you're still fucking Boston Daily, man. I'm sick, by the way, so if my voice
Yeah.
sounds a little shitty, that's why.
Oh, no, you're good, bro. It sounds pretty good. It's a little echoey, but other than that, we're good.
All right, that's because the fucking got to build it, man.
Yeah, you can hear it. The room, yep. But yeah, I was just getting ready to ask you, like, where does the name come from? So, like, what made you decide to make that your gamer tag?
Because man, Daryl Keegan isn't a fucking good rapper name. And I was just like, I couldn't think of like what is a good fucking rapper name. Like, I was inspired a lot by Drake. I didn't want to call myself Drake or Drake times two.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's definitely unique. So, what got you into making music?
What got me into making music? Like, huh? So we're not like fucking back in the good old days when I was younger. I've been the plug for like my whole fucking life, and one of my fucking best friends, Thomas Vermillion, his little brother, always would kick it with us, and his name was Jacob Vermillion. Well, fucking Jacob would always fucking like steal some shit. And one day this motherfucker would like he went and stole like a microphone and all this shit out of a car, and he brought it to me, and he was like, "Yo, buy this." All right, bro, fucking buy it. And I went and bought the rest of the shit that we needed to turn it into a studio. But he was always rapping with this dude Kevin Rader, and they were fucking raw. Like Jacob and Kevin were like the rawest fucking duo I ever fucking seen. And before Jacob, one of my friends, Stefan, that was like one of my best friends, he would always rap too. So it's like from the very beginning, I was just always around it, and like I was always nervous to fucking like rap with him. Like it would be my turn to step up to the mic, and I'd just be fucking nervous. I've always been nervous my whole life. But I did start to rap when we made a bunch of music, but they ended up passing away. So like I fucking like I said, I sold drugs a lot throughout my life, and mainly just weed. But it's been perks and shit. So it's like this last time when I got busted, I got raided a year ago, and I was like, man, like I took a lot of money. I made a lot of money off YouTube, and I took that money and I started trapping heavy. And it's like, bro, once I got busted, I was like, man, you got friends that ain't here, bro. It's like you need to start rapping. So I was dead ass broke. And a lot of people don't know this. Like I lost like $30,000 worth of shit. And then I was like,
Damn.
yeah. And I was like, man, it's time to go hard. It's time to, like, you can't give up the dream. Like like I said, I made a lot of money off YouTube, and I had a studio that was like sitting right there. And I was like, man, if Jacob, and that's like, I hate it. Like, so I made a lot of money off YouTube talking shit on people that were like cheating off Call of Duty and fucking
Oh shit!
like,
Hell yeah!
like yeah, Z Laner, like me and Z Laner were going back and forth. I made like 10 bands, and fucking, I always thought like I hated that. I hated waking up and being like, God, I gotta make like 3 YouTube videos. So, like I hated doing it. It wasn't fun. And I was like, you know what? If like, and every time I sit in that studio, I'd be like, if Jacob was here right now, it's like he'd be like, dude, why are we doing stupid ass YouTube shit? Like we need to be rapping. So like once I got busted and
Yeah.
lost everything, I was like, bro, like I had a dream that was like Jacob being like, bro, I told you. Like, you need to start rapping. And fucking, I remember the dream being so fucking vivid. And then I woke up and I was like, he's right. And then I linked up with Todd and I was working at Golden Corral and like say I would make like $700 a week. Once a week, I would take like $250 and get like 2 or 3 hours worth of studio time with Todd, and I would pay a ride and I would drive down there religiously every single week and make like 2 to 3 songs with Todd. Like I write them throughout the week, work, put my money up, and go to Todd. And I built a
Yeah.
fucking huge catalog.
So, at what point did you start mixing your own shit and like kind of doing everything on your own?
So, like for me, I've like I've been hated on and slept on and like secret resentment and hate my whole fucking life. And it's like I just don't understand where it comes from until recently. Um, it's like every job I go to, it's like I don't hate on nobody, and I just keep my head
Right.
down and I do my thing, and then people just fucking start acting sideways, and I just realized that like I got this summer job as a bartender and a server, and people was talking shit behind my back, so people just fucking hate me. And I like to think it's because they ain't me, just to keep it simple. Like you're not me, so you fucking hate me. I don't care though. So
Right. Right.
why I started doing this is I've been in Norwalk my whole life. And then I came out to Sandusky after my situation went down, and I was like, fucking, I want to link up with people. And I don't want to do this shit alone. Like everybody that would support me or show up to my shows or buy my tickets, like all my friends, they're fucking dead. So I ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
came out to Sandusky, and I ain't gonna throw no names out on nobody, but I like hit up some content creators, and I was told that I need fucking $1,000 for a feature. I need $700 for a fucking music video. I need, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't shown love or anything, and everything was fucking expensive, or it was at least $300 for a fucking music video, and then the most is like
Mm-hmm.
300 to 700. So then I was like, you
Yeah.
know what, man, fuck this. And I've always been like the type of person with like a big heart. Like, so when I was plugged, people always had their fucking hands out, and I'm always trying to help motherfuckers. Then I get burned in the end. So it was the same thing. Like I was making good money where I was at. I was doing my thing with Todd, but Todd's fucking expensive. If you ever work with Todd, Todd's fucking expensive. I don't want to pay $60 per fucking song, plus $60 to get out there on a minimum of 2 fucking songs at 120. Like that's like $200+ a trip to make fucking 2 songs. So shit's expensive. So I didn't want. I love Todd to death. That's my dude. I've learned a lot from him, but I don't want to pay the motherfucker at all.
Right.
I don't want to pay fuck
Well,
Osiris.
I can relate because I do my own shit.
Right?
So
I want to pay Osiris or anybody fucking else that significant amount of money to fucking $300 a music video or Alvish. It's fucking expensive. It's ridiculous. Because how I look at it, man, I did YouTube. I made money off YouTube. So I look at it as a point of if my music video that I paid you $300 for gets 300 views, that's 30 cents YouTube money. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
get,
Exactly.
and I've always been smart with like a business mind. Like if I didn't fucking sell drugs and I just chose to run a business, I would fucking probably be the man. Great. But so Todd had like this beast ass computer. I had already had a nice like I already had a lot of equipment for myself, and Todd had this beast ass computer sitting. Todd's seen like the drive. He's like, bro, you're here every fucking week. Like he's seen like when I first came to Todd, I didn't know how to rap at all. Really, I didn't. I was just wrote lines and whatever, and that's kind of where Mission came from. Was before I got rated, I wrote Mission, and I
Yeah.
fucking busted no fuck 20 something lines, no chorus, and then between me and Todd, we figured out and learned a lot. So he had all this stuff and he wanted to upgrade his shit. So he had a lot of stuff he wanted to sell. So he hit me up. He seen my drive. He seen like how committed and how much I wanted this shit. And he's like, "Yo, I'll sell you this shit." So he sold it to me. We worked something out. I made payments, got the shit paid off. He sold it to me. He came and hooked it up, and then boom. Yeah, and why I wanted to do that is because I get it from an artist standpoint. Like I always
Yep.
I always like try to like show love and fucking like teach people shit, and like I try to give chances that were never given to me. So it's hard to be an artist. So if you can come link with a serious motherfucker like myself, who like might cut you a deal or is gonna like do work for you way under the price of what someone like this person might do. Like I'll shoot your video. What they'll do for $300 to $700, I'll do for 150 because I understand how fucking hard it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're gonna mix and master you for 60, 200 fucking dollars. I'll do it for 40. You know what I mean? And I just want to give people opportunity because I always said that. So when I was doing YouTube, I said I ran up 1 million views by myself in a couple like 6 months. And I always said if I had 10 other motherfuckers that were consistently uploading to YouTube, that's 10 million views. That's a lot of money. That's 100,000.
Yeah, it is.
And it's the same fucking thing with this music, bro. If everyone can put their fucking egos down and all come together and fucking like all learn. If I had 10 people with a studio and 10 people with a camera and 10 people on fucking Premiere Pro and After Effects trying to figure out this fucking headache, instead I got 10 fucking rappers all thinking they're the fucking shit. You know what I mean? Everybody can fucking rap good. I need 10 fucking businessmen. And that's the problem with this local rap scene and a lot of fucking people around here, I think, is that a lot of people can make a lot of fucking good music. There's no shortage of that. Now, we don't got a lot of motherfuckers that can go and shoot a music video or can go and really invest in themselves or can go and fucking, uh, or figure out After Effects. Like if I had 10, like my biggest problem is After Effects because that's what a lot of people want. And if I had 10 people that could figure out After Effects or could teach me something new or whatever, then that's great. You know, I mean, that's what we need
Right.
to a sense, or like 10 people. But again, it's like if like me, Phil, Osiris, fucking, and like 7 other rappers could all get a camera and all just team up, we could do a lot more damage. But everyone's just so for them fucking selves. Like if me, you, Brian, Ty could team up and be like, look, we got a bunch of fucking talent, and we're just all gonna come together and do this shit for these people, then we could go a lot fucking farther, but it just don't happen. And we're already in fucking Ohio. It's
Right.
the most hated fucking people hate here. It's the most hated. Nobody wants to see nobody succeed. So
Yeah, people hate us.
exactly. So it's very fucking.
So about like I noticed when you mentioned the music video stuff, like so since you've been digging deeper into it, are you more a fan of like filming the videos or are you more a fan of editing? Like which one is your more favorite of the two?
So this I think simplicity is better. I like to keep it like I think all those fancy effects and shit. I don't like that. Like I like to go out in the public and I like to fucking bring the camera and I like to fucking just be around people and I like to film the scene. But like the editing part, I do enjoy that a bunch. It's just there's so many fucking different things that can be a fucking headache. Like me, I got a fucking $3,000 computer and my shit still runs like it's fucking slow. You got to go back and delete fucking files that are hard to find,
Right.
and then there could be 10 different fucking headaches on Premiere Pro. And if you ain't facing 10 different headaches on Premiere Pro, you go over to After Effects. So editing I hate it. Like my setup, I got like, there's a computer. Here's a whole side for the sound of the music. There's a whole side over here for like the
Yeah.
camera shit. Me, I'm gonna go over on this side and I'm gonna write a bunch of songs and rap because that's what I like to do. That shit's easy. It's not like a job. Now I will go outside and I will go shoot someone's music video all fucking day long, but to sit there and have to edit it and then get it to them, they're gonna be messaging me like, bro, where the fuck's my video? You know what I mean? Like I was pissed. Yes.
Yeah, like where is this at?
Yeah, it's like it's because it's fucking work, bro, and it's like
What happened to that?
yeah, and it's like trying. So like one dude that's really he's helped me, and he don't have like an ego or anything that I face is Shay, Chop by Shay. I really like Shay a lot. Shay's a really humble dude. He's really been
Mhm.
like able to help me through a lot of my headaches. He sat with me on hours on the fucking phone. And another dude I really like to work with is Sean Zeno. He's helped me through a lot of headaches. Like
So you have 3 different setups, like each computer screen does something different? Is that what you were
I
saying?
got two setups. I got fucking one computer. It controls the sound that has like my preamp, my interface with the microphone and the Pro Tools controller. That's like on this side, and then I got a computer that my camera hooks up to with another screen where I do all my camera work over there. I would never,
Okay.
yeah. So it's cool though. But me and Todd are actually working on upgrading the studio again. Like all his old shit that I started off on, he wants to sell again. So it's like my setup was like on phase 3, being the lowest. Now it's going up to phase 2, and his setup went up to phase 1. So it's like I really love Todd. You know what
Oh
I mean? Like
shit.
I love Todd a lot. That's one of
Yeah.
my dudes, man. I've learned a lot from him. And that's what I'm saying. So that's another thing with these artists. Like I've never hated on anybody. I'm not a hater. Like I don't care. Like you do your own thing. I don't care what motherfuckers do. But like nobody's ever tried to really give me free game or try to help me, and I've always tried to help motherfuckers. Like I tell them all the time, like it's cool to be an artist. That's cool. But like be an artist and be a producer or engineer, or be an artist and be a fucking beat maker that can recreate famous beats
Yep.
so we can own the fucking beats, or be an artist that has a beat store where you're making money with that beat store, or be a fucking artist and a cameraman. Be an artist and something. Just go see the nigga that writes music, because that
Yep.
we got enough of that shit. Like,
Yeah. Wear different
right,
hats.
like
Definitely.
you got a couple different trades. Brian's got a couple different trades. Me, I got a couple different trades. Like that's what we need. If I try to put everybody in the OMC group, and everybody kind of just disperse and do their own thing, which is cool. I don't care, but it's like I kind of get these motherfuckers to understand that like if I could get all you motherfuckers to buy a camera, you know what I mean? We're all shooting our own music videos, but everyone's like,
Yeah,
us.
you were talking about I was getting ready to ask you what your song process was like in the studio. Like not really from start to finish, but like how your creative process flows. Like
I remember, so like at first. Like I would just find a beat that I liked, and then I would just write a bunch of lines. Like I've been on a mission. All this fucking paper I've been getting. She thinks she's fucking with me, but she isn't. And like I hate like that was at first. And I remember taking that to Todd, and that was like my first two songs was that and this other song I did, Baby Sita. I never liked it that much, so I never ever like released it or anything. But like
right.
Todd ain't gonna tell you if you suck or not. Like, Todd's just gonna Todd's gonna Todd's gonna assess the situation and see where you're fucking at. So boom, the next time I came, I had did like two more songs like that where I had just wrote a bunch of lines, and they were like it would, and every time I did that, I would only get up to like a minute and 30. So I had knew there was a problem. You know what I mean? Because I wanted my songs to be like 2 minutes plus. And then I remember I had four lines. I had like four lines or something. And it was like the end of the session. And I was like, "Oh, Todd, can we just record this real quick, bro? Like, I just want to see." And he was like, "Cool." And it was like, "I think she want to slide. Babe, why you so fine? She ain't about to waste my time. She knows she stay on my mind." Something like that. It was it was that song. And I think I had eight lines. And then fucking what Todd did is he's like, bro, that was like the first eight lines. Like I was again just gonna write a bunch of fucking lines, and I was gonna finish it. So he what he did is
Yeah.
he said let's make that into a chorus. You ever thought about making that into a chorus? So he did. And then he put that in three spots. So then when I took that song home, all I had to do was fill in the two fucking verses. And once that happened, I had realized, like, okay, this is how, and from there, that made it easy. So for me now that I feel like I'm a pro at this shit, like I will write my first eight lines, and I will know because I will hear when the beat switches into the verse. I will know if I have to repeat that two times or if I have to repeat that once. The first thing I do is I
Yeah.
start off with my chorus, and then I fucking now once I got my chorus, I know that I can do chorus, verse, chorus, and that's going to be 2 plus minutes. Or I could do chorus, verse, and that's going to be like 3 plus minutes. So once I get into my verse, you can tell, you can tell if that's a 16 line or it's a 16 bar or it's 12 bar. Like usually verses are 12 to 16 bars, but for me, I count those as lines. So if I got 12 to 16 lines, I'll be like, all right. So say I'm like, all right, 12 lines in, the beat didn't change, then I need four more. So I write four more, and then it'll fit. And then I'll go back to my chorus. I'll be like, cool. I usually like to do chorus, verse, chorus. Like I don't ever want to do a long song that much. So I'm like, all right, we're done. Next song. Because my biggest problem is I will do a bunch
Right.
of fucking half songs and I'll never go back.
Yeah, I'd be the same way. I'm the same way. But oh, before I get too far, I always forget. There'll be a live performance from Boston Daily after this, and also we have a speed questionnaire at the end. I don't know if you've caught any of the episodes so far, but basically, I just kind of
Yeah, I watch
shoot
them.
some this or that's off to you, and you just okay, cool. So you're
I
already
like
hip
it.
to that. So, but do have one question that I want to ask you that we always seem to forget to ask everybody. Um, if you could work with anybody dead or alive, who would it be and why? And also, if you could work with anybody locally that you haven't yet, who would it be and why?
All right, so I would Jacob Vermillion dead because Jacob Vermillion, that was my boy, and I remember working with him. So we had like three laptops throughout the course of his life that we just put all our music on. That after he passed away, I had
Mm-hmm.
gotten in trouble, and someone broke in my house and stole them, and we lost all our music. And just to explain like how Jacob was, man, is just it was so easy for him and he was so inspirational because he could rap and then he could sing too. And like, just to think how far back when he was alive, like, just how far ahead he was musically. Like, I'll always say this, like, I rap now because my friends are dead and they can't rap. But if Jacob was here and what I have now, bro, like, I would have been fucking made it. Like, I think my shit's dope. But with Daryl and Jacob, like y'all wouldn't be ready for it. Like Boston Daily and Jacob Vermillion getting on the fucking stage and shit, we'd tear that shit up. Like
Mm-hmm.
we'd be fucking rich by now. We
Right.
so that's one dude I would bring back. And people locally, well, it would be you, Just Marie, and Brian Durst. I just feel like I just am so fucking yeah, like I really like what you guys got going on because you guys embody that fucking team that team effort that I talk about. Like you guys all come together. It's really not just one thing, and that's who I would like to join forces with. It's just my
Right.
life's a little messy. I don't have a vehicle, so I got a lot of shit going on. So I just feel like we was never able to make that connection. But those would be artists I would want to work with because I feel like I would fit in with what y'all got going on. But again, my life's not the same as
Yeah, I agree.
everybody else's.
Mm.
So
It's understandable. Like, there's always like paths in the road that you got to cross. And once you get through there, though, it's going to be so
yeah,
satisfying at
man.
the other end.
I feel like my life.
Like, I did all this shit while going through all that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fucking fucked up shit happen. That's one thing I always say too. Is like I think I'm like I work hard. You know, I mean, I'm like one of the hardest working people I fucking know, and I get the most hate from everywhere. And that's what I tell people is like I have to sell so many tickets to even get it, like to not be in the fucking very beginning of those Brian Durst or your guys' shows. And I have no one that fucking supports me, and all the people that would support me are fucking dead. So it's just like it really gets fucking discouraging just having to fucking keep trying to do every fucking thing by myself. So it's like, but it's all right. I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, you definitely got to keep pushing, man. Yeah. I think you're fucking dope. Just to put that note out there. I think you're super solid.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
And I also want to ask you, like, speaking of stages and stuff, what's your favorite performance so far that you've done?
I feel like my favorite performance was going to be that Montana 300 shit because I had shit actually lined up for that. But that, of course, everything was going right in my life at that point in time, and then the fucking police come. So my favorite performance though of all fucking time, huh, it would have to be fucking. I really enjoyed that fucking PD Pablo because I feel like a lot of people just weren't that hip to Venue 18 at the time, and for me, that
Yeah.
that was like the beginning of like when Venue 18 started to take off, and that is like such a surreal time for me. Um, just being on stage, being backstage with Petey Pablo, being around you guys, like seeing like Just Marie come out for the first time, bitch, I'm this shit, bitch, I'm this shit, and like being like, who the fuck is Lab
Yeah,
Life,
that song's so hype.
and just like fucking seeing like how dope. I was like, okay, and that's all I ever wanted, bro, was just like people that are like trying to like make a real fucking movement, and y'all got it. And I was super proud of what you guys do. You guys do a lot of shit for a lot of local artists. I'm happy about it. I just wish that like I wish everybody was like in Sandusky doing the thing. You know what I mean? I wish Venue 18 was in Sandusky.
Yeah,
And that might just be me fucking
that'd be fire.
being selfish, you know what I mean? But like Bostoria is just like a little town, just like everywhere else. And between Gary and Brian and you and Just Marie and Loudboy and everybody, y'all made that shit what it is. And that's some good shit. And
Right.
there's this little venue out here that I really
Yeah, I
like
appreciate it.
like performing at, but it goes back to I'm the most hated person ever. This dude, he fucking wanted uh two videos. He wanted one done for his girlfriend and he wanted one done for him. And I only charged him $50 each. I actually charged he only paid for his girlfriend's video and he like gave me the tickets for the show for free or whatever. And fucking I can't perform at that venue anymore because he told me that he was going to give me a later slot. And the day of the show, he puts me on at 8:15, and it's like, bro, I get early fucking slots every fucking show I go to. Like, I'm tired of fucking performing for nobody, bro. I want people to hear my goddamn music. I've worked so fucking hard. So I said something because I said something. He ain't like that.
Right.
But that's that secret animosity. That's that secret fucking hate. Like, dude, you have no reason not to like me, except I didn't do the fucking greatest job on your free fucking video because I was in the beginning of my fucking camera game and I learned that I needed to like I had to leave. I had someone else that wanted to shoot a music video. I had to fucking leave. So I wasn't able to get everything that I needed to make his video the best video I could have, but I did my best job with what I had to work with. And he was mad about it. You know what I mean? But also, I
Yeah.
think it's because his fucking girlfriend liked me too, and I don't give a fuck. Like fuck you, Ryan Jensen, dumb bitch. You know what I mean? But it's like I was respectful as fuck to you, and I didn't fucking go behind your back and fuck your girlfriend. You know what I mean? So what the fuck really is you mad for? But it's because I'm dope, and he hates that, and a lot of people hate that, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just over it with this area, bro. I feel like if I was out in Florida, like I see this girl that her name's Carly Tapman, but she's super
Hmm.
fucking dope, bro. And she is out in Florida and she's traveling all around. She's making connections. Like she's gonna be famous soon. And I hope she does a feature for me like I asked her to, but I don't think she's going to. But it's just like this just ain't the area, bro. And it really is like it's really kind of depressing just seeing us all try our fucking hardest and just to know that like it's just not it. And I understand that so fucking fully. Like I
Yeah,
feel like if we
it's
take a
very
lot of
true.
us out to different areas, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree there. Who are your top 3 to 5 favorite artists?
Top 3 to 5 favorite fucking artists. No, like famous or not famous.
We'll do. You could do famous and then also not famous, but no order.
All right, we'll do top three not famous artists. Top three not famous artists are gonna be uh Jimmy DeGuno, fucking Jay Russell, just because he let me get on one of his songs, and that's one of my favorite songs ever. And he let me put it on my album, and it's one of my favorite fucking songs. And it's gonna have to just be three is gonna have to be Brian Durst because um Jimmy the Gunner is raw, and that's why he goes number one. And he's got a hell of a
Right.
fucking work ethic. And that's another thing that's hard to find. Jay Russell, super fucking raw talent. Love the kid to death. But it's just his talent is what puts him at second. I think he could do a little more with his work ethic of just being more consistent. and not worrying about what he like. Just put it out, and that's just put out content and not worry about like more is better. You know what I mean? Like I know my shit's super fucking repetitive.
Mhm.
And then Brian Durst, just because the dude is fucking relentless as fuck, like he don't stop, and I can't hate on a motherfucker that's got a work ethic like that at all. So that's why he's earned my top three. Like
Yeah, he's a
he's
hustler.
got more fucking features with more fucking artists with motion than I've ever fucking seen. And one of
Yeah.
my favorite people ever, Dakota Kane. He's this blind kid that I work closely with. He loves Brian Durst, and he loves me too. But for him to message me and be like, "Have you heard this Baller Baby song by Brian Durst?" It's raw. So I know the kid's got a super good ear for talent. So that's why Brian makes my top three, because I haven't heard Dakota really say that
Hell
about
yeah.
any other artist. Now,
That's fucking cool.
famous artist is going to be Drake, J. Cole, and who, who else do I love? Young Dolph. And why I love those three,
Ooh,
yeah,
good
and why
one.
I love those three in particular is because they're all great business minds. And that's what I think a lot of people like. It's cool to have talent and whatever, you know what I mean? But you gotta have that fucking business mindset. It's more than just making fucking music. You know what I mean? Like how it's great. Like you could put together a great package, but how are you gonna get people to take that package off the shelf? And Drake, what I love about him is it's okay to have a ghostwriter. It's fine. You know what I mean? When you have got a catalog like fucking Drake's, yeah, you're gonna have people that have worked and collaborated with you on projects and shit. But for people to act like that dude's pen is not fucking deadly, or his work ethic's not fucking deadly,
I
or
agree.
he's not the fucking man or the goat or the myth or the legend, bro, is insane to me. Just because he might have had one or two ghostwriters. And J. Cole, man, he's just one of the most versatile, greatest rappers I've ever heard. And I grew up on that. I grew up on Drake and J. Cole's come up. So I love that specifically in Young Dolph. Um, Young Dolph is why I was like, I've been trapping my fucking whole life. Because that motherfucker makes you want to get in your fucking bag. So, and I love Young.
He
Yeah,
does.
I love Young Dolph because he just went to sign with Gotti and he really exposed that shit. But his ad libs are nuts. Like the shit he says, he
Yep.
made me realize like ad lib rapping is a thing. And I love that. Like I've added a lot of ad
Yeah.
libs to my raps.
Key Glock is good at that
I
too.
hate him.
They're kind of like they both sound the
I hate
same.
Key Glock.
You hate Key
Hate Key
Glock?
Glock. Love Young
Oh
Dolph, and
man, see, I love Key
I
Glock.
hate when people say they fucking sound the same. I think Key Glock definitely has bit Young Dolph style, but I think there will never be another Young Dolph album. But Young Dolph
N-
enthusiast.
I shouldn't say sound the same, just the same
Yeah, but
cadence.
a lot of people say that though, that they sound the
They got the
same, and
same
I will be
cadence.
the first person to say that they do not sound the same. I will not listen to Key Glock. I'll add a shit ton of Young Dolph.
Well, Sean, we'll jump right in and I'm going to start asking you some of these speed
So,
questions. So, first one I'm going to start out with, since White Smoke isn't here, I got to ask it first. Jordan or LeBron?
LeBron,
Okay, cool. That's another one for me. Uh, shit, basketball or football?
football,
Bud or oil?
Bud,
Hell yeah. Same, bro. Fucking Brad Pitt or Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey,
Ooh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna ask you three more. I'm trying to think of some really clever ones. I got one. Shit, I don't know if you're in a country, but Leanne Rhymes or Reba McEntire?
Leanne Rhymes. I love country. I even love new. I was just watching your and Jay Russell's podcast, and everyone always says that they don't like this new fucking pop country and bullshit. I love that shit. I was just playing that today, and they were making fun of me. Like, no, at work, I played that, and I was like, I am fully half white and
Bro,
fully half.
I'm into it
Yeah, I'm
too.
fully half white. I'm fully half black. There's not one that's greater than the other. Like, I can get just as gangster as I can get super fucking white. I'm not 51% black and then 49
Hell
is
yeah.
50-50, right down the middle.
Hennessy or Patron?
Oh, dude, I'm a Hennessy. So
All right, I'm gonna hit you with the last one here. Shit. Rapper rock.
Rap, but I fucking love some rock. A Day to Remember, Chiodo, Scary Kids, Scaring Kids. That's a fucking hard one. It just really depends what the fuck I'm doing. I mean, I was out there fucking jamming A Day to Remember outside bartending during Bike Week. It's still in Bike Week, but I was out there right downtown with it, fucking staying on the table. Oh, dude, yeah, man, it's rocks. It's like rap just because I like to make rap music, but then it's rock right underneath that, and then it's country right underneath that, and then it's R&B.
Hell yeah. Yes, I like how you have a different variety. I'm the same way. Before we bring everybody to your live performance, do you have any like future plans, events, albums coming out you want to let people know?
I got two albums that I have a lot of fucking shit that I've recorded myself that are just kind of stuck in my files. I have a lot going on, but I do plan to drop them. But it's called, so the first one is going to be called A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. And then the next one's going to be called Too Raw. Because no matter what, I just know I'm too raw and there's nothing that they can really do to stop that. And it's a lot of good music in there. But me, I'm a perfectionist, so I'm not gonna like I know I don't know how to mix and master that much. The only reason my shit sounds good coming out of my studio is because Todd's the GOAT. So once me and Todd really get me where I need to be mixing mastering, then I will release those. But I'm in a situation right now,
Hell
so I
yeah.
can't, no event, no. If you catch me, you probably catch me at free shows doing at Charlie's, but that's about it. I'll see what's up if I can get on like a spot
Shit,
or
man.
two at Brian Durr's shit, but again, it's based on ticket sales and fucking it's hard to get people to fucking buy tickets unless I don't really got family. I don't really got friends. Like I got my mom and my friends are dead. So I try I want to be a part of those shows, but just going on at like 6 fucking o'clock or 7 o'clock like that really irks my fucking soul because no one fucking hears that my music. And then that pisses me the fuck off. I get mad and I'm like,
Yeah,
I
I can
just
definitely
wasted
understand that.
150 or 200 or whatever the fuck I paid. I didn't sell all my fucking tickets or whatever. Or I did sell 10 fucking tickets and then fucking the dude that is right above me that sold 25. So I'm thinking I'm doing good. And then Brian's like, yeah, man, you're still in last place. Like, it's man, blowing.
Shit, bro. Me and you got to network on a track. I'm definitely down to swap tracks one
Oh, my
time.
stuff, bro. I got an open verse on the. It's like I just got a certain style, you know what I mean? So it's like it's just got to be like upbeat beats. Like you, people have heard my music. You know what I rap to. So
Yeah.
like I try to do that song that Broken Heart Boy and Bro did. I had wrote a verse to that, and I tried to make the connection with Brian, but his shit's too slow for me to rap on. And I understand that I can't sing. I might be able to sing, but I haven't tapped into that yet. Okay, so. Right. So me and his styles are complete opposite. But I love Brian to death. I really love what he's doing. It's no shade. I really want to tap in with you guys. I just wish that my situation was in better circumstances to where I could take all this money I have and go get a license and do other shit or go get a car payment because I could. It's not. I could get a license, but
Hell yeah.
it's like
Shit, man. We're definitely gonna link. I'll be in touch for sure.
yeah, I definitely look forward to it. Like I said, I like your style, man. Like fucking, I was surprised. Like I always assume that people shit, like it's just the ass in me assume people shit is trash, and I was like, how good could someone's fucking music be that calls himself Big Mike Lab Life? But nah, man. Brian showed me a bunch of shit. I tuned into a bunch of shit, and it's actually just super fucking fire. Hey,
Hell yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Really, the lab life part was just it was already my brand, and if you look up Big Mike, there's 2,050 guys, so it's hard to find me.
right.
So right when I got my distro kit, I straight changed the name, and that's where I
No,
decided
the
to
name
go.
is actually sick as fucking grown on me. It was just at first, man. I was just like, "What am I? What is this?" And because I didn't know. Like I used to be a hater. Like I've known you guys for forever, and I used to just always be a hater. Like I was like, "Oh, my friends are dead. These are just more corny local rappers and shit." But then you've all grown on me. Like it's not even about like the name or the music. It's the work ethic. Like I can respect the work ethic, and your work ethic and Brian's work ethic is up there. You know what I mean? Like y'all don't fucking
Thank
stop.
you, bro.
And that's what really has grown on me. So that's all I really love from my end. And now that I've actually put myself in the mix and I've worked and seen how hard and expensive it is, like I can respect it, bro. You do a lot of shit. You mix and master, you make your own music, like your videos look tight. You know what I mean? You invest in yourself, and this shit's not easy, bro. You know what I mean? Like we all got
Thank
our
you.
own life, so you're welcome.
Definitely not.
So it wasn't a knock on it, but it's just like after it's just
Yeah.
my stupidity. Like I just used to be a hater. Like oh, they're making music. I was just more jealous that I wasn't. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it happens with
and
everybody.
I've taught
I've definitely been there.
I've tossed the hater mindset out. Like I'm not a hater no more.
Hey, bro, we definitely got a link. Definitely let me know the next time you want to come through on a show or something, dude.
So,
Shit, we could make a track and then just perform that bitch. I'm down.
yeah, for sure, bro.
I'm with it.
Me too.
You have a blessed night, my dude.
Me too. Appreciate the opportunity.
Hey, anytime, bro. You have to come back for season 2.
No, Steph, I will be here.
All right, bro. Be safe.
Hey. How they wanna see me fall? Pick back up, gotta dust that off. Know a lot of jealous niggas wanna be me, dog. Go and clap for a nigga, baby, round of applause. Came to new relations, no patience at all. Real nigga all day, you can never say I'm fraud. Paint pictures so vivid, y'all can see my flaws. Let a lot of bum niggas come and fuck you raw. Remember when I love you and you brush me off? Still every time you need me, I'm the one that you call. Ain't it funny how I got the shit popping off? Thought you really had plaques hanging wall to wall. A lot of pain, mixed with love, I just hope y'all relate. How I need to get away, I got too much on my plate. Letting loose all these beats, all these raps I create. Know the kid too raw, 2 albums on the way. Goddamn, I mess with dogs, trash, see him at the gate. Know I've been through hell, so it's fuck what you say. Conversation with the devil on my soul, that's a rape. I can fuck with these rappers cause these rappers act fake. Capping in their raps, let you pick up all the bait. In a bad state of mind, lost my mind at this rate. I've been really